What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Day Trade with Zay. I'm Isaac. Let's just get right up into it. So, on both NAS and US30, we have two key rejections at basically key resistance areas, right? We know this dark black line here is the 4-hour R2S level. You can see that it's now under the 4-hour EMA, which is what I kind of expected after it continued to push up. I didn't expect this big of a fall. I was hoping kind of that the news would push it up into this area and then we could take this out here. Have a 60, I think it was a 60 pip stop loss or 80 pip stop loss, which would have been nice. Would have been something like this. $90 pips, let's call it. It would have been just above these wicks here, well, this wick here. So, about 80 some pips. But obviously that's already making its way down. So, and the one thing I am kind of noticing is it is a break of structure to the upside, in my opinion. I think once it broke this lower high here, we got a break of structure. So at this point, now I'm looking for price to break below this low here. So once it breaks below this low here, we can look to take sells. Oops. We can look to take sells possibly here if we wait for a retracement. So I'm looking for price to break this low here. Hopefully get below this ILC as well before, so something like this, and this. And you can see that would also be a nice little head and shoulders situation right here. Doesn't have to though. The news already came out for today. I believe it was personal income. Well, there's still news coming out, but okay, employment costs came out at 5:30. 6 a.m. we just had the composite, and now 6:45 we have Chicago PMI coming up. Oh, well, let me just go ahead and show you the news. So employment costs are actually up higher, which is not a good thing, right? If businesses got to pay more for employment, that digs into profits, and people are greedy. So just a natural tendency. And then S&P, what is this? Standard & Poor's change in the selling price of single-family homes in 20 metropolitan areas. This is one of non-seasonally adjusted, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I don't think what this is saying is good. If housing prices are up, I think a lot of people are already priced out of the market right now. So if I had to guess, that's not a good thing. So that's another reason why the market is going down right now. Because you could see here housing prices were actually coming down for a little bit. Change in the selling price of single family homes in 20. So now that housing prices are up right now, that's not a good thing, especially when we're at 8% interest rates. So we got that. And Chicago PMI coming out. Tomorrow's the big day, pre-NFP. And then we have job openings, federal funds rate release. Powell's going to speak. So tomorrow's a very, very big day. I might not even trade tomorrow if, you know, if it's just not there. Like even here, I was in a trade here, and I could have held it and honestly been up. What? Let's see. Hold on. Let's do this first. So I'd be looking for something like this. Retracement back up into this ILC right here. And then hopefully we can see it fall off. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right there. We'll see if it gives it to us. It doesn't have to, but first we have to see this low be broken by price. And then we could possibly take the trade. And honestly, I wouldn't even have my stop loss that big, 82 pips. I'd probably keep it just above this high, and then the price does come all the way back up here. Maybe we could enter again if you want to risk that trade, but um, I think this is a good area right here. So about a 60 pip stop loss, and let's take this back down here to this area. It's always hard for me to hold 215 pips like completely, so we'll see what the market gives us. But we're about 5 minutes from open. Let me show you NAS real quick, what I'm kind of thinking on NAS. NAS is at another key resistance area as well. Um, you can see there's a nice little trend line that's being respected and rejected. But the other thing that I see is that I see this high breaking this, well, obviously this lower high and this lower high, this high breaking this higher high, and this low higher than these lows. So we have a higher high and a higher low. Even though this is a lower high, you know, it's kind of iffy, right? There's a long way to go up to the next area. So I was looking at this to take a trade here, something like this, but it might be out of there. Um, I'm not really what do they call these traders? Once it breaks this, I take the trade. I'm not really into that stuff. So this is what I would be looking for here on NAS. So, and probably my stop loss wouldn't even be there. It'd probably just be above these highs. So yeah, about 45 pips. 45, 50 pips. And I'd be looking to take this down to these lows here. So they're both, if they can retrace up, I like both of them. It's just a matter of what price is going to do. We got T minus 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So let's see what happens here. So price is moving down. I wish I would have held my trade. But you can see here this wick too. This is like how long of a wick? Let's see. 65 pip wick. That's not bad. On a 15-minute candle. That's gonna get you somewhere in life. 30-minute. Yeah, that was a beautiful rejection right there. You can see the EMAs are approaching for both NAS and US30. So that's why I want to see the breaks first. I don't want to put no sells in and until I see this break here. And then we could look for sells to the downside after that. So see what happens. And you can see how price is already somewhat rejecting this area here, but we got a minute till open. See what price does. I'm getting a big push right now on NAS. US30 is getting a decent push up right before open. So I'm not sure I really like that trade on US30 anymore. unless it falls off. So we'll see if it gives us that at least. We'll go from there. Oh, a little push down. All right, let's see if we get that break. All right, looks like it's breaking that area, hopefully. See if it breaks that area. All right, it's broken it. So now I'd be looking for a retrace to the downside. See what price gives us. Or retrace to the upside, my apologies. All right, now we just gotta wait for a break to the upside, so we'll see what happens here. If it comes back up to us, it doesn't have to, right? We could just see this thing fly off and just never come back, which is always a possibility, so we gotta be mindful of that. You know what, in NAS, I just entered a little sell on NAS just from what I'm seeing. I'm only up about 5 pips. Let me show you NAS real quick. And honestly, it doesn't look that great. The NAS that I do have in. It's getting a big rejection here at the EMA. See if it can fall off though. And it's still rejecting, which I don't like, but this is on the 15-minute. It's rejecting here. Let me show you. See if it can break below. That's what we need, is a big break below. We'll see what happens from there. No, didn't break it. I think I'm gonna exit the trade. Yeah, didn't break it. Getting a big rejection. Um, I'm not really a big fan of NAS. It's just in that consolidation phase, so I just want to get out of it. I'm gonna wait for US30 to make its way back up though, if it does. Oh, fucking, there goes NAS. Oh well, I made about 382 on it. That put me back 134 on the day. Let's see if NAS is able to give us a little retracement to enter. Um, I'm sorry, US30. NAS is looking good to continue down. I messed up, but what do you call it? Let's see if US30 can hopefully give us that retracement. Kind of see here. Hold on. Broke that. Doesn't have to come up right now. It could definitely just make its way down still, but let's see if there's something it can do here. Nas is coming down. Pulled out about 30 pips too early. It's like an extra 700 bucks. Looked up on that one. But I also wasn't really prepared for it, so I kind of messed up on that one myself. Yeah, I might have just placed myself out of this Nas trade. Look at Nas is going exactly where I wanted it to go. Down. Look at that. Oh, shit, son. Look at that. If any of you guys held on to Nas, good job. Seems like I'm righteous. Little fake out off of the 15 minute 50 EMA here. That's what kind of took me out. I'm like, there's a chance it could come back up, but I think it's flying down now. Damn. And I pulled out at like 30 pips. 20, not even 30 pips, 20 pips. Yeah, this is just bad trading. I could have at least pulled out here at the EMA 70 pips. That would have been like a nice $1,500 day. Chilling. And it's still going. Damn. Someone rejecting that. That thing's coming. Damn. I would have been up about 80 pips right now. What an idiot. Both of these trades are just flying down. $90 pips right now. That's crazy. Well, if you guys stayed in it, good job. Pretty mad at myself right now. But that's what I get for focusing on US30, not really giving the proper love here. But because I know that there's some gaps that need to be filled down below too. That would have been beautiful to go ahead and take. But it's all right. US30, let's see if we can get a retracement. This one still hasn't necessarily broken structure, even though it's broken this trend line. I don't really go off of trend line so much. I go off of resistance and support. And once we see like or a higher low being broken, that's what I go off of. So you can see here higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Now we can expect hopefully a lower high and then another lower low, right? So that's the goal. Take it down to this area here. We'll see if it gives it to us. We still have a long morning, so and news coming out, so that's also a big thing. We got news coming out at 6:45. Consumer confidence at 7. So let's see if we get an opportunity to enter. Well, you guys seen it. Let me delete this shit. Man, I can't believe Nas went down like that. That shit's crazy. Fuck. Man, that wind is crazy out there right now. So, if you guys don't see it, I'll actually turn this a little different. Something like that. And this is at the 50%, so I like to let that be known that it's at the 50%. Boom. If it does make its way back up here. So I look at these ILCs, or people know them as order blocks, order candles, whatever. So what I like to do is I like to draw them out, at least map them out. And they're pretty color coordinated, so I don't necessarily need this, but I like to see it. So like this is green, right? This is blue. I don't like that it's rejecting that already, because right, this is just the resistance or the support now being used as resistance, which it can fall off from here too. I wouldn't take that trade from here, but you know, we'll see if it can make its way up to these levels. It's the best bet we got. And I usually don't take trades right here at the 38% either. I just like to wait for 50% and above, but I've been noticing that some of these moves have been coming down to like here, right here, this 23.6, we might see a rejection. So it's possible, but you can see it's already rejecting here, which is also possible. It's gonna come up first. I just not have any trades for today, man. See that shit. All right, news is dropping right now at 6:45. I think it was an orange folder, right? Let's see. That Chicago PMI coming right now. And this is based on survey purchasing managers. Data is given to MNI subscribers 3 minutes before the public release listed on calendar. Above 50 indicates expansion, so you can see it's been below. So below indicates contraction, which isn't good. So even if it is 45, it's still contracting. So we'll see how it plays out. Excuse me. See what price is doing. Coming down already. 44, so it was actually worse than expected. Alright, so it was bad already. The forecast was bad, and it's even worse than they expected. So we'll see what consumer confidence is at. See what happens here. If it even makes it up. We got a chance. We got a nice rejection here. We got a nice engulfing candle. Little wick out if it can keep it for the next 4 minutes. But if it keeps it, and hopefully make its way. But it has a long way to go. Oh man, 120 pips. Damn. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch a trade today. Nas is rejecting the trend line, kind of what we expected. Ooh, it's kind of rejecting it to the downside now too, right? That looks pretty nice. I'm not going to take that trade either right here, but a lot of people do. You know, a lot of people trade here. Like, I don't know how they do it, like here or something. And then stop above the wick. I wouldn't do it just because it's too low for me, but to each their own. Most people do take this trade. This is a very popular trade to take. It's just not part of my strategy. Um, I gotta wait for a bigger retracement. US30 is probably coming down too. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Probably just missed my trade with the NAS trade that we were in. Was able to get me back to profitable, but profitable never feels good when you profitable never feels good if you didn't follow your trade plan. So that's what's doing it. Sorry, looking at my cameras. I see it, man. Damn. Nas, I just can't take this trade. I'm trying to be more disciplined, wait for trades that are my style. I really want to kind of enter Nas, but I think no. even though it looks pretty good to enter. I just don't like it. Too big of a stop loss needed. Damn, man. If Nas does come back up to maybe here, I think I might take the trade. If it does. And not even that, man. It didn't even break this low, so I don't even think I would take the trade. You can see it's still rejecting the trend line. See what the 5-minute looks like. It can still come up, but I'm even thinking, but I'm like, nah, not with this rejection, so stay away. There it goes. Good thing I stayed away. I mean, I can see it falling off a lot right now, but I just can't take that trade, man. But it's crazy out there. US30 still falling. Damn. Yep, there it goes. Damn. There both of them go. We'll see what happens right now. 7. If nothing comes my way to enter a trade, then I will just be done for the day. Gotta stay away from this shit. I did have 2 good trading opportunities that I just didn't capitalize on, so that's my fault. Um, Gotta get better with that. But let's see. Hopefully at 7 we're able to see some type of tracement so we can hop back in. But I will tell you something about Nas. It broke this low. I mean, it's still in this consolidation range right here, which I don't like. Well, that was actually a pretty good one too. If you look back, now let's go back to the 1 minute. Right there in that box. That's when you take trades like that. But I do believe it broke the low, even though it's in this consolidation range still. Yeah, you know what? I think it needs to break this low here. But we'll see. You can see this is in between 51 and 60 now, which I like. See what happens now. Maybe we can get our little push up. Push up into our zone. Take us out. Seven o'clock's about 4.5 minutes away. See what happens. See. Damn, I'm gonna make it up there. I'm gonna get up there. Come on. So, yeah, there's a lot of lines going on right now that I don't like. See something. That looks a little bit better. If it makes it, still 100 pips away. Long ways away. Come on. 6:59, about 30 seconds away from the news drop. Let's see what the news does say. Consumer confidence. Let's see if this gives us at least a little push up to our zone, and then we can take a sell down. Damn, shit's just coming down. And it's higher than expected, so I don't think that's a good thing either, if I'm just being real. Um, Consumer confidence is up. Financial confidence is a leading indicator of consumer spending. And if you guys remember, Powell does not want us to spend. So um, we got to see how they take this news. But, I mean, price is falling. Yeah, I think I'm going to just stay away. I want to enter this sell on NAS, but US30 is where I really need to be at. I think NAS might fall too, but I just can't take that trade or this trade. It just goes against everything. Look at that. I was looking at it, entering right here. It's been about 41. I guess it was a cool trade, you know, 17 pip stop loss, because that's where I would have been at. I'm not letting it ride all the way up here. I guess it would have been a cool trade, especially if, yeah, I guess so. Just messed up here. Nas is still rejecting this, which looks good. Nas is definitely playing. If I was in this trade right now, I'd be like, oh shit. I think it's a break of structure, my opinion. Price broke the lows. I'm not entering a sell here, but if we can see a retracement back up to these levels, I'm taking the trade. Away. So if it does come up to these levels, I will be taking that trade. If it comes up to these levels, it doesn't have to. So got to be mindful of that. And look at it still rejecting. US30 is falling. Thinking about it, but no, just stay away. You know what? These things ain't coming my way. I'm getting real, like I want to trade right about now. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna just call it. I'm gonna put some alerts up for NAS and for US30, um, and see if we can't. Because now it's looking even cleaner. my opinion, at top level. So slow. Oh, I didn't turn off my computer either, but yeah, this is a golden zone I'll see now. Um, might not make all the way up to here, but if we can make it up to these levels up top to 50% area, I'm definitely interested in taking the trade. So take that to the downside. I don't think I'd take it there, but here, I'd definitely take it. Just above these highs, so I'd be looking for something like this. I'm not in this trade, but if it does make it up, I'd be looking to take this down to the downside. So if we can see a retracement up into these levels, I'm gonna get up in there. So see what happens. Alerts. If it comes up here, uh, oh my god, now it's coming up. See, I would have been pissed if I was in that cell. I'm not taking at the bottom of this ILC, taking it at the bottom of this one. If it does. And honestly, you would need your stop loss to be above here, at least. If not, it should be up above here. But I think if price breaks this low, it gets completely wiped out. So this will be good here. And let's see, looks like they're already coming up. I need to stay here. See, I'm liking US30 a little more. That one. Let's see what it's giving us. It's a big one on the 5 minute. Pretty crazy. Shit, it's making its way up. Let's see. Nas just got the alert. I think I like US30 a little more, but we'll see if Nas gives us something nice. Let's see. I'm 70 pips away. Alright, it's coming up. Don't tell me that was a rejection at 38%. Let's see. Alright, US30 is coming into our zone a little bit here. Forty pips away. Alright, looks like it's gonna finish up there, so we can see it come up a little bit more. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at both US30 and NAS. I entered a little sell on NAS. I like that area. US30 is still a little far from me. NAS came up to the 61%. Um, I don't know if I should just get out though, because I think they're both coming up a little bit more. See if NAS stays down the last 20 seconds of this candle. See if it breaks below here. I don't like that finish. I'm gonna wait for. I need to trust that Nas isn't doing what I needed to do. So hold on 1 second. Well, not that Nas isn't doing what I needed to do. That it's not my confirmations. You know what I mean? So. Oh shoot, my bad, dude. I just had to get ready to play basketball right now. Hi, guys. Try to find yogurt or fruit. Yogurt and fruit? Okay. You know what, guys? I'm gonna have to get off. I am looking to sell right about now, though. So if you guys are looking to enter, I'm looking to sell right about now. So, right, you know what? I like this area, but I think I like the 5 minute area a little bit better. You know what? I'll put something small here, but I'm gonna have this point. I have my position in. Okay, I just entered in on this trade here, so I'm in it. Stop loss here, 60 pips.